practiced already, so you get to start over.
Welcome to Boucher Field in Bangor, Maine, on the campus of Husson University as we get ready for an out-of-conference women's soccer matchup between the UMass Boston Beacons and the Husson University Eagles. Caden Trenwith alongside Owen Snow bringing you the game commentary. These two teams are on opposite ends of the aging scale, one might say. Husson led by mostly upperclassmen with a mostly upperclassmen lineup as well, where this Beacon side have freshmen occupying 4 of their top 5 goal-scoring spots. Owen, what will Husson have to do to slow down this Beacon side?
Well, they got to keep continuing what they have been the past couple of games with 4-0 win and 9-0 win. I feel like if they have play a nice solid defense against these freshmen, play man defense, be aggressive, press up on them, I feel like they can have a good shot at, containing them.
Husson, 13 goals in their last 2 games, including a 9-0 win over Thomas on Wednesday. The only problem with that is this Beacon side has a very strong defense, only allowing over 2 goals in 2 games so far in the 10 games they have played, 5-1-3. Been pretty close in every game this Boston side has played, other than one game against Plymouth State where they won 8-3 in dominating fashion. So it's going to be quite an entertaining game. It should be a strong defensive matchup. It's going to be a very fun watch. This Husson side will be flying on offense like they normally will, and this Boston side is going to try their hardest to slow them down. But at this time, we'll hand it over to Joseph Swanson, giving you the starting lineups and the PA.
Women's soccer is looking to raise money for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. This organization is the largest nonprofit funder of blood cancer research and also works to provide free education, support, and advocacy for individuals with blood cancer. Please consider donating at the table near the field entrance. Together we wish to raise awareness, offer hope, and play in memory of Jeremy St. Louis. And now, let's meet the starting lineups for today's contest. First for the visiting Beacons. A sophomore midfielder, number 5, Julia Walsh. A senior back, number 8, Georgia Bonney. A junior midfielder, number 9, Andrea Riviera. A freshman forward, number 12, Sophia Shalmo. A freshman freshman forward, number 15, Daniela Corlato. A senior forward, number 16, Annalise Ortiz. A sophomore back, number 20, Chloe Kapitanikos. A freshman forward, number 22, Lucinda Cotter. A graduate student back, number 24, Kaylee Sullivan. A freshman back, number 33, Catherine Brown. And in goal, a senior, number 99, Isabella O'Connell. UMass Boston is under the direction of head coach Amy Zombak. And now, let's meet the starting lineup for your Husson University Eagles. In goal, a junior from Manchester, New Hampshire, number 1, Madison Weigler. A senior from Bangor, Maine, number 2, Mackenzie Lambert. A graduate student from Salem, Massachusetts, number 10, Lindsay Russell. A senior from Glenburn, Maine, number 11, Kate Harriman. A junior from Holden, Maine, number 13, Devin St. Louis. A junior from Guatemala City, Guatemala, number 14, Marilla Corletto. A senior from Orono, Maine, number 16, Sophia Mullins. A junior from Herman, Maine, number 19, Madison Higgins. A senior from Hudson, Florida, number 21, Natalie Aviola. A junior from Deerfield, New Hampshire, number 23, Kaylee Nault. And a senior from Portsmouth, Rhode Island, number 26, Megan Buddymeyer. The Eagles are coached by Dennis Mullins, and he's assisted by Nick Christensen, Matt Goodman, and Chris Selby. Fans, at this time we ask you to please rise and honor America with a playing of our national anthem.
As we are going to get ready to get underway, Owen, what are going to be the keys to victory for both of these teams today?
We'll start off with UMass Boston. They got to continue playing strong defense. It's what they've been doing all season long, like you said, not giving up more than 2 goals in a game in most of their games. So them playing defense first will lead to offense, and that will be their key in this game. For Husson, they got to continue playing strong. They've played strong the past couple games with dominating wins. They got to continue pushing the offense. They got to continue, playing good defense, controlling the ball in the midfield. It's what they've been doing all season long, and that's what's going to decide this game.
Absolutely. It's going to be very interesting to see if this Husson team can move at will like they did against Thomas, against a strong defensive team, against this Beacon side, where they don't let up a lot of goals. Husson relies on their goal scoring ability. So it's going to be one of the interesting things to watch for the viewers at home is, can this Husson team move with success against a strong defensive side? And I think it's going to be a very fun watch.
A big thing about this game is who's going to control the midfield the best. I feel like that's going to be a very important factor in determining how this game goes. If you can't control your ball in the midfield, it's going to be a rough night for you.
Absolutely. Husson in the white and green stripes. Boston in the all gray uniforms. Husson wearing a new color on their uniforms. It's going to be the orange to represent blood cancer awareness. UMass will start with it. It's going to be Shalmo in the middle. She'll dump it off right to the midfield already, and we are underway. Boston looking for somewhere to go with it. Trying to go for a long ball early. Blocked by Kate Harriman in the middle. Boston looks to be loving the short passes early. Aviola knocks it down in the middle, but it's going to be bumped back around. Boston's going to get possession back. A lot of pinball so far, and not a lot of teams getting the possession, connecting their passes.
Right, we've seen the ball in the midfield almost the entire time as, well, that ball is going to go all the way to the corner. But yeah, what the big thing is they're keeping in the midfield, not much attack.
Harriman dumps it off to St. Louis at the top of the box. Aviola's going to try to possess it. Russell with a shot. That's going to be blocked away.
It's a good block there, being in position for that. That would have been a dangerous shot.
A good clearance, misread by Harriman, or Lambert that is. So the Husson defense stays strong. Trying to get it cleared out, actually. UMass is going to retain possession. It's Cotter in the midfield, trying to find somewhere to go with it. But Kaylee Nolt's there to interrupt the pass.
That's a good defensive play by Husson. You know, that sliding tackle really helped stop any worry about attack for UMass Boston.
Yeah, and Kaylee Nolt, only the junior, the 2022 NAC Defensive Player of the Year, and already a two-time NAC All-Conference first team in her first 2 seasons. Shalmo deflects off of her, and it'll be a goal kick for Weigler, who touched the ball first time today.
So far, not a whole lot of attacks so far, but I'm sure that's subject to change.
I mean, these are two teams that don't play each other often, so it's always the first 5 minutes in these out-of-conference matchups just feel like both teams are trying to feel each other out, trying to find out how this game's going to go. UMass Boston so far has done a great job just possessing the midfield, but they're just struggling making the short passes out to the wing where it seems like they're trying to attack.
Yeah, what Husson's doing, they're having a lot of possession in the midfield, but Husson's doing a good job at just containing them and not giving them too much to breathe.
Boston finally gets it to the midfield, or to the wing, that is. But failed to get to the through ball. Now the dangerous Natalie Aviola trying to find Buddy Meyer on a through ball, but it's going to be deflected. And Aviola's going to pick it back up. Deflected back to her with a through ball. Easily scooped up by O'Connell.
Good job by O'Connell. That could have been dangerous if Husson had a chance on that.
Yeah, just a great read coming off her line, picking that up with ease.
We see a lot of goalkeepers come out of the net to go for balls, especially in Division III soccer.
Yeah, Weigler, someone on the Husson end that we've seen here at the Boucher Suite, just do it all the time. As a perfectly placed through ball, it's going to be Shalmo with a shot. Weigler is going to pick it up with ease.
It's a great save by Weigler. You know, Husson did a good job at back checking, but that's a good save by the goalkeeper.
St. Louis with it now. She scored a goal against Thomas, coming on as a sub in that game. Weigler. Husson Owning the midfield now. It's going to be a through ball for Buddy Meyer, but she's not going to get there. I believe Catherine Brown, the freshman, is going to beat her to it.
It's a good play by the Beacons, hustling for that ball.
Now, we've talked about it a little bit. These are two teams that do not play each other often. The last time the Beacons and the Eagles played was during the Husson Classic in 2007. Husson won that game 6-2. Believe it or not, the coach of the Beacons, Amy Zombach, was still here. She was in her 4th season with them. Now she's in her 20th season, nearing on her 200th career win.
16 years since playing this team. That's been a long time.
Yeah, the last time she was up here, it was still a grass field. The turf wasn't in yet. So facility looks all brand new to her. Husson has built a lot since the 07 season.
We're seeing good defense from both teams so far. Nothing too crazy, not too many opportunities, as they are just playing good solid defense in the midfield and the attacking zone. Both teams are doing a good job at that.
Aviola has it at her feet. She's already at a career high in assists with 8 this season. Normally the goal scorer, but has been doing a great job getting others facilitated this season. It's a great play by Kaylee Knoll, not allowing the turn on Shalmo, who was one of the freshmen that we were talking about. She scored a PK to secure the tie against WPI, and she's also the recipient of the Offensive Player of the Week and Rookie of the Week last week. So she had herself a week, including 3 goals in 3 games.
Yeah, and she's averaging an assist a game, which is a great thing to see and for her, and that's going to be a big thing in watching her. She's definitely a player to watch, and Husson's got to figure out a way to contain her.
Just a lot of midfield battles at the moment. Husson trying to clamp down on Cotter. She's going to dump it off to Brown. Great defense there by Buddy Meyer. It's going to be out for a Husson throw-in.
Yeah, right now what I'm seeing from these teams is I see UMass Boston controlling a lot of the midfield, but Husson's doing a great job of playing defense and stealing the ball, and that's how they're getting more fast breaks and transitions. So far, they haven't scored yet, but we'll see what's bound to happen.
A dangerous play by Cotter. Ref blows the whistle, and it'll be a free kick for the Eagles. This one, Nolt trying to go all the way across the field, but Boston's going to get there first. And Shalmo is going to pick it up in the midfield after it ping-pongs around. Looking for something to do. She's just going to put a little shot on net.
It was a good back check by Lambert there.
And Weigler will pick it up with ease and just pass it off back to Nolt. Nolt scoops it back to Weigler, who scoops it back to Nolt. Aviola with a bunch of space in the midfield. She's going to take it. Trying to give a through ball. St. Louis, great defensive play by Bonnie, the senior defenseman.
That was a dangerous opportunity there for Husson, right in the slot, and they just shut it down.
Great through ball. Seems to be the plan of attack so far in these first 10 minutes or so. Either try to get it out wide or just send a long through ball. That's what this Boston side's trying to do.
Those through balls, though haven't worked all the time, have worked a few times in their favor, and that's led to some opportunities. But in that last play, Weigler just was aggressive and came out of her net and scooped up that ball.
Aviola will be called for the foul right past the midfield line. Bonnie will take the free kick. Trying to force it long, but Buddy Meyer will just shield it out. There's just a little bit of miscommunication there. It'll be a goal kick.
Like how Husson's just letting UMass do most of the work, and then once they get up close to the Husson backs, they're just making great tackles on them.
We've seen Husson be a really efficient counterattacking team, especially in their game on Wednesday against Thomas. That is what they did best. Just counterattack, counterattack, counterattack. UMass is doing a great job slowing that down.
And what I've seen from this game, they have been looking for that counterattack a bunch of times now, but you know, UMass is doing a great job at not letting them get too far into their counterattack.
Ortiz will take the throw in for the Beacons. Shalmo has it right on the end line. Dumps it back off to Ortiz. A great job by St. Louis to block it. And we'll be out for a corner. First real opportunity for the Beacons will come off this corner kick.
Yeah, and that was a good block there by St. Louis, the junior midfielder out of Holden, Maine.
Shalmo will take it. It's away towards the back post. Oh, wide open was Capitanecos, but she just missed it on the header. Aviola gets it in the midfield. It's blocked immediately. It's going to be punted out by Husson. Nolt's there to get it away. Shalmo will pick it up. Nice turn to the midfield. It's going to be a through ball. Weigler is going to get it, though. Looked to be a dangerous through ball. Corletto for Husson was there to just nudge it a little bit, and Weigler will pick it up and settle everyone down.
Great. Yeah, that was a great play by Husson. Shalmo was trying to work her way into that slot, but Husson did a great job at just playing good, aggressive defense.
Original misread by Higgins. Flags up, so it won't matter. Corletto in the midfield, loses the battle to Rivera. Rivera to Shalmo. Another offsides, kills an awesome chance for this Boston side.
That would have been their best chance yet had it not been an offside. I'd say that was a ref called the offside, and we play on.
Long kick by Higgins. Boston's going to win it in the air. Nolt's going to win the second ball. Gets it off to the side. It's going to be Buddy Meyer. Just trying to find somewhere to go with it.
That was a great clear by Sullivan there.
Beacons are just doing a great job. Just defending, I guess, is the only way to put it. They're just doing an amazing job just not letting Husson do what they do best, and that is the counterattack. They're slowing it down, getting everybody back, and then just winning the first ball in the air.
Yeah, like you said, they've done a good job at counterattacking too. Both teams are looking for the counterattack, it looks like, in the first few minutes of this match.
Great defense by Lambert. Through the air, kind of like a Superman kick out of play. Beacons retaining possession, trying to work with it in the midfield. Higgins with a big clear there, right to the back line. Ortiz has it. Devin St. Louis applying pressure. Nice turn there by Bonnie, creating the space. St. Louis is going to intercept it. Dumps it off. Corletto to Buddy Meyer.
Yeah, and St. Louis doing a good job at controlling that midfield for the Eagles.
Right to
She's been all over the place.
Harriman dumps it back off to Corletto. Just trying to find a way to break this back line. Just going to be it. Lambert to the flag. She'll settle it down. That one's going to go out for a corner.
Husson's first corner kick of the game. We'll see what they have set up.
We saw them be effective on this against Thomas. They would win the first or second ball. They're very aggressive. Ball comes in. Beacons are going to win it. Russell's going to settle it down. Back out to Mullins. He's going to cross it back in, looking for Aviola. Good defense by the Beacons.
It was a good read by the Beacons there. They did a good job not letting any headers or kicks go in.
Now they get Nako's on the throw in.
what we're seeing from Husson so far. They're being aggressive enough to the point where they're not fouling them, and that's doing a good job for them.
Failed through ball there, just a little bit too long. O'Connell will pick it up and scoop it right to Ortiz, who's going to take her space as much as she can. Two-touch pass through the middle, but Husson's going to regain possession right across the H logo.
Got some more midfield action going on. Just the ball just staying in the midfield for the most part.
Foul by Corletto will be a free kick for the Beacons as they are looking for an opportunity to break this Husson back line. Through ball to the flag, but just miscommunication as you can see both players throw their arms up. It's going to be a long throw in for the Eagles deep in their territory. Higgins gets it up to Harriman. Harriman, 4 goals last game against Thomas. Just a pillar of offense this season. She has, I believe, 8 or 9 goals already this year.
Yeah, she's been a big part of the Husson offense so far. Look to see her get a goal or two in this match.
Kendra Donahue will check in for Higgins. And Husson will have a throw in. Throw in goes to Harriman. Harriman touches it off the head, but it's going to go out for a goal kick. Two teams locked at 0, 15 minutes in. Just a lot of back and forth and feeling each other out.
Yeah, we haven't seen one team really have a amazing scoring opportunity. Both teams are playing defense first, and that's what we said the game plan was going to be all along for these two teams.
Just great defense from Nolt on Shalma, who is the player to watch for us coming into this game on the Beacon side. Obviously, we don't really see the Beacons all that much, but judging by the stats, Shalmo will be an electric player in the next 3 years for this UMass side.
Yeah, it's crazy to see how she's already a freshman and putting up great stats so far.
A little long on the through ball, so Weigler will pick it up. Gives it to Corletto in the midfield. Harriman, right across the H. Great defense by the Beacons. Buddymeyer wins the first ball. Good touch by Brown. She's got a break. She's going to take a shot. Oh, big defense by Nolt with the slide tackle. No foul. Beacon side up in arms.
What a defensive play by Nolt there. Fuck. It was just so close for the Beacons. They were about a couple feet away from going up 1-0. Nolt just shut them down.
Aviola looking for Harriman on the through ball. Coach is on back for UMass up in arms. Wants to know why that wasn't a penalty. Harriman, ball at her feet, gives it back to Buddymeyer. Trying to get something going. But Sullivan's there to end the threat. Sullivan, 2023 All Little East Conference first team as a defender. 4 goals and 4 assists last year. Something you don't really see as someone who is the captain on your defense.
Yeah, those are good numbers for a back, and just a good leader all around.
Husson will have a corner. I believe Lindsay Russell will take it, the grad student. She had a goal and assist versus Thomas. Ball comes in. Go looking for the back post. Corletto hits the ground. It's going to be a foul on Corletto for a dangerous play. Hit the deck and then try to kick the ball in anyway.
Again, UMass playing good defense, not letting Husson have anything right now.
Which we kind of thought it was going to be either or. Husson's offense was going to show have a strong showcase against a strong defensive team, or this Beacon side was going to have a strong showcase against a strong offensive team.
Yeah, so far we've seen the defense, but there is a lot of the match to go. So it's hard to tell if this will remain a defensive game or an offensive game. Game can change in an instant. You never know.
Just out over an hour, or just over 40 minutes played, an hour to go. That ball almost comes in the press box.
Another great defensive play by St. Louis. It's a good kick out of bounds, good defense.
Fellow Luca from Cumberland, Rhode Island's going to check in for Julia Walsh. Changing up in the midfield. Ortiz, big play on the body. No whistle, will be a Husson throw-in.
Looks like they are going to call a foul. Yeah. Cortello looked to get pushed a little bit, so they decided to call the foul.
Coach Zombek is not impressed in her first 20 minutes of New England reffing. She's been up in arms pretty much since the whistle.
And that could just be Husson playing aggressive defense, but
long through ball, Rivera. Lambert's going to get there. What speed, she keeps it in. Or they're actually going to say it's off Rivera. And it's going to be a goal kick.
yeah, that was great, solid back check there by Lambert, coming all the way down and just stopping UMass Beacons.
Shalmo with a shot. Weigler can't get it. Shalmo. 4 goals in 4 games. The Beacons lead 1-0.
That was a great long kick from Shalmo. Put it right where Weiler could not save that ball.
Just a great shot. Weigler spread out, couldn't get it. After an error pass in the midfield, Mullins and Corletto, just miscommunication on the pass, led to the turnover. Shalmo from far out.
Yeah, and Shalmo placed that ball perfectly. I know Husson, a turnover's not that great, but she placed that ball perfectly for the goal.
From that far out, it's hard to get a great accuracy, but Shalmo did it. And now this Beacon side leads 1-0. But here's Aviola. She's got a chance. Step over again. Harriman with a shot. Easy save by O'Connell.
Good save by O'Connell there. Though it was a little bit of a weak kick, it was a kick on net, and she did a good job at saving that.
O'Connell has not been tested yet so far. A couple easy pickups for her, but that's just about it. This one, Aviola with a block. St. Louis is going to get it, but just a touch too far. O'Connell's there to end the threat.
It was a good job by O'Connell coming all the way out of her net to pick up that ball.
And this Beacons defense has played so good. That's pretty much all she's had to do is just the easy pickups and throw it or punt it back out. That ball's going to go off Mullins, so it's going to be a throw-in. Capitanecos will take it. Trying to find Rivera. Rivera trying to give a through ball. I believe Russell's going to get there, and Nolt will clear it out.
Big clear there. As UMass was looking to come into their attacking zone.
Just a bunch of midfield battles so far. And they're going to actually call a foul. I believe on Russell in the midfield. This is going to be a dangerous free kick opportunity. Shalmo will take it.
Shalmo with already 1 goal today and looking to potentially go up 2-0 in this match.
It's going to be a 4-person wall. Weigler commanding it. No one else is around the ball. Shalmo will definitely take it. Won't be trickery. Here the shot comes. Just over Weigler.
That was a great opportunity there. Just a little bit wide and good formation by Husson.
Yeah, Weigler looked like she read it the whole way. Only doing a little bit of a mini hop and then watching it sky over her. Addie Lasley, the speedy striker threat, will check into the game, along with Lindsay Reed checking in the midfield for Corletto.
Yeah, and Lasley with 5 goals and 2 assists in 7 games so far. She is definitely a player to watch out for when scoring goals.
And normally she comes on. Shalmo with a shot. That one's going to go in. Shalmo's got 2 in the last 5 minutes.
And that was a perfectly placed. That was a perfect pass there by, I believe that was number 5, Julia Walsh.
Number 12, Sophia Shalmo.
And just like that, Husson's got themselves in a 2-0 hole. Just quick strike ability. What seemed like it was going to be a defensive stalemate throughout this entire game.
Well, like we said, Shalmo was definitely one of the players to watch, and she already has 2 goals in the first half, as she has dominated this Husson defense so far.
Laura Martell and Caitlin Haley will check in. Sophia Mullins and Lindsay Russell will come out.
Husson's gonna want to look to strike back pretty quickly here before the end of the half.
Yeah, Coach Dennis Mullins just trying to figure something out. Got to change it up now. Buddy Meyer trying to find Martell in the middle. It's a missed pass. Shalmo with a stop and start on Martell. Now she's going to go for a through ball to Rivera to the flag. She's just going to get there, saving it. But Lambert timed it perfectly to kick it out.
Yeah, Martell on that defense against Shalamo really forced her to stop and make a pass, and unfortunately that did not work out, so good defense by her.
Flagler looking for Buddy Meyer, but it's going to be won by Husson. Lasley with it. Normally she comes off this bench once Dennis Mullins is like, all right, we need some speed up there. Let's stretch this defense out.
And she can definitely help with that. They just gotta work in the midfield and then eventually get it up to her in the attack.
Sullivan with a big clearance. It'll be a Husson throwing on the opposite side of the field. Aviola gets it. Aviola chested down. Martell to St. Louis. Great defense by the Beacons.
Beacon's also doing a good job at just moving the ball. They're not, taking it in like one man or one woman. They're just doing a good job at feeding to everyone so far.
Reed looking for Nolt. Gives it to Aviola. Aviola just a missed touch there. Beacons will clear. This ball's actually going to stay in for quite a long time. That was a efficient clearance there by Sullivan. The captain, Nolt, throwing it in, looking for St. Louis. Ball gets behind her. It's going to be a big clearance again, this time by Luca.
We're seeing a lot of good clearances here from the Beacons. They are, when they get the ball, they're just looking to clear it and are not letting Husson, get the ball back or have any chances at it.
Aviola will actually be called for a foul here, so it'll be a free kick for the Beacons deep in their own territory. Sullivan collects the free kick. Great through ball if it counts, but the flag goes up. And now it'll be a free kick for Husson.
Both teams have been taking quite a few fouls so far in this first match. We'll see if they stay more disciplined in the game.
Yeah, Husson has been super aggressive so far. This one, Haley trying to do something with it, but great help there. Believe that was Bonnie coming in.
And again, another good clearance by UMass Boston. That's what they've been doing all game.
Caught her in the midfield, trying to find someone. Find Shalmo. Donahue's going to go down, and it'll be a foul on Shalmo.
And Shalmo just being a little bit too aggressive there, and that leads to the foul.
Lambert finds Reed. Great defense. And it's just going to go out for a Beacons throw-in. Epitanekos finds Soloto. Husson gets the possession back, looking for somewhere to go with it. St. Louis, one-on-one. She's actually going to take a shot. Actually, it's going to be a cross to Asley. Ball bouncing around. No one really has possession of it.
That was a great try there by the Eagles. Lasley almost had that ball right where she wanted it.
Nice place by Donahue. Aviola's going to take a shot. She's got it. Ball was pinballing around. Through ball by Donahue from the Eagles logo in the midfield. Just bounced around. Aviola comes down with it, pokes it past O'Connell, excuse me. Beat O'Sullivan to the ball. And just like that, Eagles cut the lead in half.
Way to be aggressive there by Aviola as she just kind of bullied her way past the goalkeeper and O'Connell and just led to a goal for the Eagles. Let's see if the momentum carries on for them.
Believe.
And that was Aviola's 4th goal of the season.
That goal moves Aviola just a little bit closer. She is now almost tied. That's her 53rd of the season. So now she's one away from being tied for 3rd place in Husson history. She's 1 goal behind Leah Hibbard at the moment. Buddymeyer gets it up to Lasley. Lasley trying to give a through ball to Aviola. Missed. Aviola being really aggressive against the back line, but Sullivan comes away with it.
Yeah, with already having 1 goal, she's looking to put another one up on the scoreboard. And that's her just being aggressive there.
Another through ball down the line. That'll be called back from an offside. Donahue will take the kick. Waiting for the ref to give her the okay on the spot. She'll just scoop it over to Nolt. Nolt gives it right back. Trying to find somewhere to get with it. Captain and Akos. But Shalmo will get offsides again. That's her 3rd one today.
They've had good scoring opportunities, but Shalmo just keeps going offside. They got to learn just to stay onside there.
Dennis Mullins not happy with the turnover so far. He's screaming from his bench. Donahue's going to go with the long ball here. Sullivan's going to win it first. Haley's going to win it second. Aviola is going to punch that one back, but she's going to get called for a foul. She's actually going to get called for offsides.
Sullivan's played a great defensive game so far for the Beacons. We've said her name quite a few times now in this game, and she's just been playing good, aggressive defense for UMass Boston.
The ref will have a quick chat with Sullivan. Great defensive play by Nolt. Shalmo was in on the keeper if she didn't get there. It's going to be a throw-in for Husson.
So far, we have seen good play on both sides. You know, 2-1 for the Beacons, but it's been an exciting game. Good defense from both teams. You know, just a couple mistakes have put goals on the board.
We predicted a low-scoring affair. Normally that means either 1-1 or 0-1, but 3 goals in the first half for both of these teams, or combined, that is. It's not something we predicted.
Yeah, it's not like they're not playing good defense. It's just
as Tarbox gave it off to Aviola, but O'Connell will be there to scoop it.
Yeah, back to what I was saying. They have been playing good defense. Just a couple small little mistakes have cost them, both teams.
Aviola calling off everybody, gives it back to Donahue. She's going to look long. She's going to look for Lambert. That one is going to be just saved. but poked out for a Husson throw-in.
That was a great hustle by Lambert there, just trying to keep it in.
Tarbox. Nolt, she's going to take a shot. That one's just going to curve off the net, and an easy pickup by O'Connell.
It was a good shot there. There was nobody around her, and it's a good shot, even though it went wide.
Lambert misses it completely. But it'll be out either way for a Husson throw-in, which Lambert will take. Finds Lasley. Cotter wins it, but Reed boots it back. Sullivan, nifty move on Lasley. Puts a ball right to the corner. It'll be Husson ball, but just a long run for it. Beacons have a chance to trap Husson down here now.
Beacons put on a little bit of a forecheck here against Husson. See if that works out for them.
Nolt gives it to Tarbox. Tarbox trying to do a nifty turn. She gets it. Now with a little pass. Just going to go a little long. Aviola too aggressive again, says the referee.
Yeah, it was a good try on that breakout. Just ended up in a foul.
Senior Bonnie will take it, wearing the captain's band. This one's going to go long. Misplayed there by the Husson back line, but Weigler's there to pick up the mistake.
That was a good play by Weigler there, as she's going to look to kick it just out.
This one, Nolt's going to get there first. She's going to give it back to her keeper. Now she'll look. She'll looking for someone downfield. Didn't look like she wanted to go short at all. Donahue. It's going to try to give it to the flag. Cappy Tenakos is there. Donahue's there to pick up her own aired pass. This one's going to go way out for a throw-in, and we'll have a couple substitutions as Kalia Eaton will come in, and so will Olivia Charles for Husson.
What we've been seeing so far as since Husson scored that goal, we have been seeing a lot of back and forth action, as we did see at the very start of this match.
Laura Martel will get called for the foul. Cappy Tenakos will take it. As we've reached a stalemate, Beacons are trying to get set up. Husson just waiting on it. Cappy Tenakos long ball. She might find Eaton here, but Weigler's going to get there first. They'll shove it out to Tarbox. Tarbox trying to do a nifty little spin move.
Ortiz had a good defensive play on there and led to an out of bounds.
Tarbox to Charles. Charles double teamed here, but it's going to be out for a Husson throw-in. Nice job getting it off of Bonnie, so the Eagles will retain possession. Haley, long touch. Tarbox picks it up. Eaton checks into the game and gets a foul. Tarbox trying to go early with it, but the Beacons read it, sniffed it out perfectly. Charles trying to fit it through.
Yeah, and what Husson was trying to do there, they were trying to do that quickly and see if the Beacons defense wasn't ready there.
Here's Cotter. Gets it to the flag. She'll have an opportunity to cross if she wants it. Great cutback move. Cotter. Great play by Donahue.
Donahue just saving that play right there, as that could have easily led to a pass and a goal.
This game's gotten physical quickly. Tarbox Dumps it off to Buddy Meyer. Buddy Meyer, tons of room in front of her. A lot of green grass. Ortiz starting to cut her off a little bit. She's going to try to put it towards the net for a run. It looked like Lasley and Charles were there. Ortiz, nifty move. She'll go through the midfield with it. Shalmo. Threat ends in the midfield, but picked back up through Ortiz. This one, Eaton. She's going to have a chance to run on it. Nolt's hustling back. Nolt will get there first and just kick it out and let the defense reset.
This whole first half, we've seen mainly UMass Boston controlling the midfield and them getting a lot of opportunities on the attack and on those through balls. And that's one big reason why they are up 2-1 in this game.
That one's just going to go out for a goal kick. She'll take it right to Donahue. Donahue's been a great defensive threat since coming onto the game. She's got herself an assist and has been great defensively, clearing the ball at will.
Yeah, that was a good substitution there by the head coach of Husson.
That one going to go way out again. Seen a lot of this from the Beacon side. They're just clearing it, but clearing it way long to get Husson trapped in their own end. Sammy Orest will come into the game. Coming on for Laura Martell.
And Orest, senior midfielder out of Milton, Vermont, as she has played 4 games so far in this season.
Tarbox trying to give it to her rest. That was just going to go out for a Beacon's throw-in as Tarbox got caught on the end line.
Again, we're seeing a strong attack here by the Beacons so far, and they've had good opportunities all around in these last few minutes.
Rivera. Great play by Lambert. They wanted a handball. But either way, Donahue's going to get it out. Charles applying pressure on Ortiz. Charles will get it. Trying to find Lasley. Lasley will have a chance to run. Good play by Cappy Tenecos. And it will be cleared out by the Beacons.
And that was a great clear by O'Donnell.
Cappy Tenecos did a great job just shielding it off just long enough for O'Donnell to clear it. Husson will get a throw in on the opposite side of the field. Lambert will take it. Taking quickly to Lasley. Lasley just touches it down, and she plays the body heavy.
Yeah, and Husson continues to be aggressive and lead into more and more fouls as the game goes on.
Just an aggressive game so far. A lot of hard fouls.
It seems like both Husson and UMass Boston's game was to be aggressive in this match. And maybe they've been too aggressive, and maybe that's why we've had a higher scoring match in the first half.
Their plan was to be aggressive. They're doing it well so far. That one just long kicked, miscommunication, and Weigler will pick it up. She'll punt it to Orest. Orest totally misplays it. Ortiz will get it. Passes it back, Bonnie. 2 on her. And they'll actually call the foul on Haley.
Looked to be a little bit of a shove there on Haley.
.340 left in the first half. It's 1-2 UMass. Bonnie takes it. Looking for a through ball. But again, Weigler will just get there. Another little miscommunication between defense and offense.
Yeah, and that ball was just a little bit too strong on the pass, as nobody could have picked that one up but the goalkeeper.
Tarbox wins a couple midfield battles. Charles trying to find Lasley. Lasley almost wins it, but a little miscommunication for Boston. Orest is going to get there, but Sullivan's just going to clear it out, something she's done well today.
Sullivan's had a couple crucial clears here so far in the first half of this game.
Cross comes in from Charles, but great defense again by Sullivan. She just boosts this one. Shalmo might have a chance at this one. Knoll going to try to shield it off as much as she can. Passes it back to Weigler. Weigler's going to be under heavy pressure. Donahue, great job. She plays with it a little bit too much. Now Knoll's going to have to pick up the trash.
And Shalmo just playing aggressive forechecking as she is just looking to get another goal on the board for her.
Buddy Meyer plays the ball and hits the ground. No foul called. Donahue wins the bouncing ball. Now she'll have to win another one, which she does. Zelato wins the third one, however, and it will be out for a UMass throw-in. Cappy Tenakos will take it, looking for some options. She's going to try to find Cotter in the midfield. Tarbox is going to get there first. Lambert gives it to Orest. Orest knocks it down. Gives it back to Knoll. Knoll finds Haley. So they're going to be picked up by Ortiz. Eaton. Rivera back to Ortiz. Good cut.
Ortiz just looking to, find some options for her, as she has been a big part to watch in this Beacons offense.
Tarbox and Charles winning in the 2v3. They'll go back to Donahue. Minute 15 remaining. Donahue finds Lambert. Lambert knocks it down, trying to find Reed. She's going to get knocked down. No call. And that one's going to go out for a throw-in. Now 1 minute remaining. Sullivan wins the throw-in. Trying to give it up to Shalmo. Shalmo touches off the feet, a little long with it, but she's going to find some help in Cotter. Tarbox knocks her down. It will be a foul.
Yeah, just a little bit of push and shoving there led to a foul.
Buddy Meyer not happy, saying she's getting pushed in the back on every opportunity. And it will be a free kick, actually. She wins the rebuttal. Kaylee Note will take it. 21 seconds remaining. Husson wants something. They got to move fast. Rivera wins the midfield battle. Shalmo. Shalmo wants a handball on Donahue. Gives it to Haley. Haley trying to find Charles, but that will pretty much wrap up this first half, which is going to be 2-1 UMass going into break. Owen, what have you seen from both these sides?
I've seen very aggressive, both defense and aggressive offense from both teams as they are. We've seen a lot of fouls so far, but we have seen a lot of great plays that have led to being very aggressive, and it's working out for both teams so far, and they are looking to continue that in the second half, I would imagine.
Absolutely. It's just been a great half of soccer, an aggressive half of soccer, that is. Both teams frustrated with each other, but for us in the booth, it's been a great game to call. 15 minutes, we'll be back to bring you the second half. And we are back for the start of the second half and what's been a great physical game. 2-1 UMass as we're about to get ready to kick it off. The halftime stats, the big stat that kind of sticks out to you is UMass Boston has been offsides five times, Owen.
Yeah, and that's really killed them in creating any scoring opportunities. That could have been 5 scoring opportunities right there for the Beacons, and they got to watch out. They got to be more disciplined on that side.
Another stat that kind of is eye-popping is Natalie Aviola has 5 fouls so far. Has not been carded yet, but 5 fouls is quite a lot for one half.
She's been very aggressive this whole game, and so I'm not really surprised she has 5 fouls, but she does got to stay more disciplined. She can stay aggressive, but needs to stay more disciplined.
Shots on target, 3-2. Boston leading that category. Saves one side apiece. Possession, Husson's just got a slight edge, 54-46. Both goals were officially by Shalmo, and Natalie Aviola picks up the Husson goal, making it 2-1. Husson's ball to start the half. Harriman will kick it away. Knoll finds Tarbox in the midfield. She remains a starter in the second half. Came on as a sub in the first. Sullivan there. Lambert picks it up. She's going to run down the sideline with it. Tries to do a step over. She falls. Kicks it towards the midfield. Aviola will pick it up. Bonnie's there. Bonnie is going to get possession for Boston. Trying to find Rivera on the sideline. She will not get there.
Just a little bit out of reach for that pass.
Reed finds Higgins. Higgins got Buddy Meyer wide open on the sideline. Tries to go through the middle. It's going to be intercepted. This one going around in the midfield. Ortiz offsides. Flag goes up. Looks like it will be on Williamson, the sophomore forward from Nassau, Bahamas. Buddy Meyer trying to find Aviola on the throw-in. Capitanecos is there. Aviola's going to pick it up on the flag, try to do a cutback. It's going to be off of Capitanecos as it's going to be a deep throw-in in Beacon's territory. It's going to be Harriman. This one's going back to the back. Lambert just skies over her head. She'll be ruled offsides. Basically just be a goal kick.
That was a great crossing opportunity there by the Eagles, and unfortunately, it was just over the head of Lambert.
That was a great look. Just a tad high. Lambert either misread it or just completely whiffed on it when she jumped up there. But it was a great look. Tarbox wins the first ball. Great ball control by her. She's going to give it off to Aviola. Aviola looking for options. Trying to find Tarbox, but Rivera's there to get it. Higgins comes out wide with it. Way out of her position, trying to find Lambert. Lambert to Harriman. Lambert controlling the sideline with it. It's going to be taken away by Marshall.
That was a great tackle by Marshall.
This Kaylee Nolt and Shalmo battle has been a fun one to watch. Shalmo has gotten Nolt twice so far, but both goals were kind of, I don't know how to explain it well, but kind of not Nolt's fault, really. It's just great goals on great passes that are difficult for any defender. But Nolt's done a great job controlling her since those 2 goals happened.
Yeah, that first goal Shalmo scored was a kind of a defensive turnover that did lead to a goal. And then the other goal that she scored was just a beautiful pass from Salato. So, yeah, she has gotten open a few times and has found the net, but so far it has been a good battle between those 2.
Also, Shalmo. I mean, Noel had an aggressive slide tackle on Shalmo. in the first half that Boston wanted a PK on. The corner comes in. Russell's going to get it. Dumps it off to Higgins. Higgins just puts it into open land, which Cappy Tenecos will get for Boston. Lambert trying to find Harriman. Harriman looks up, trying to find Aviola. Good block there by Marshall. Sullivan within the midfield just boots it away, trying to reset. Knoll is going to find Buddy Meyer, the far wing. No one's on her. Ortiz is going to start to push. She'll find Russell on a little bit of a through ball. Ortiz comes down on it. Great cross there. That is shut down by O'Connell. Buddy Meyer trying to find Harriman.
And O'Connell just doing a good job at just not letting that crosser get through and just her covering the ball.
Harriman aggressive on the back line, trying to force a turnover. Cotter just trying to get it away. Lambert will win it. Tarbox, pressure on her. Foul's going to get called as Tarbox hits the ground.
We've seen Husson, at least in the second half, we've seen them be a lot more aggressive in the forechecking side, and that's great
ball.
counterattacks.
Aviola with a header in the air. What a save by O'Connell. Keeps the game locked at where it is.
And what a save from Isabella O'Connell, as she prevented this game from being 2-all.
Reed in the midfield wins the header. Aviola, what a turn. She's got a chance. Aviola trying to find some room. Sullivan's going to shut it down. No foul call. It's going to be a throw in for Boston. Actually, they will call the foul.
Husson being very aggressive on the offensive side of the ball, as they've had a couple scoring opportunities now in the second half, as they've been looking to push it on offense.
Aviola just couldn't break free off the Sullivan strap. Cotter, great moves on the sideline. Breaks through the middle, trying to dump it off. Donahue's going to break it up, just dumping it deep. Harriman's going to apply pressure on Cappy Tenecos. Cappy Tenecos gets it off to Ortiz. That one's going to be a foul on Harriman, and the Beacons can reset.
Yeah, and that play with Cotter, she had two defenders on her, and she just somehow managed to break through both of them. So good play by her on that play.
Not only that, she got off the two off the sideline, then goes to the middle and dumps off in between two more Husson defenders. Just the ball ended up going to Donahue's foot. Sullivan has all day to clear it, which she will. Allows her defenders to reset. And Husson will quickly take the throw in. It'll be Harriman coming in on it, trying to cross it. She'll regain it after the block. Trying to do a cutback on Ortiz. Cappy Tenecos is there for the clear.
Ortiz and Capitanecos just both being very aggressive on defense so far.
The dangerous goal scorer, Shalmo, trying to find somewhere to go with it. She's going to try to find a through ball to Rivera, which Lambert will beat. Lambert kicks it back. It's going to be ping-ponged around a little bit. And she'll just give it off to Buddy Meyer, who has green grass in front of her. She'll find on the overlap. Aviola with it. Another save by O'Donnell.
Aviola's really looking to get her second goal of the night, as she's had at least two opportunities now in the second half.
She's really opened up she didn't have a lot of opportunities in the first half. She did score the goal, but it was more of a Beacons error than an Aviola running through everybody. Now here's Rivera going the other way with it. Donahue trying to step up on her. Kendra with a great job poking it away. Lindsay Reed, nice move through Rivera. She finds Harriman. Great play by Cappy Tenecos to shut down that opportunity. It will be a foul on Harriman.
A little bit of tripping there by Harriman, and that leads to the foul. Looks like the ref's going to have a little talk with Harriman.
Yeah, two aggressive fouls on her already in this second half.
We haven't seen any cards, though, from either team so far. Just a bunch of just regular fouls. We'll see if they pull the card out at all in the second half.
Ball comes in. Cappy Tenecos will just kick it all the way out. And Weigler will have a chance for a goal kick. We've seen that a lot from this Beacon side. I believe that's the third time we've seen it in as many attempts where they just kind of have a little bit of a miscommunication and the ball just goes out for a Husson goal kick.
Yeah, and obviously Husson doing a good job at not letting them get those passes through.
Weigler wanted it, but the ball's going to stay away, so Nolt will have to get there. Shalmo will apply the pressure. Weigler back to Nolt. Nolt's going to take her sideline. She's going to boot it now. Trying to find Aviola. Tarbox is going to win the second ball. Aviola applying pressure on the back line. She'll go through Marshall. Trying to find Harriman, but no go.
And Aviola just with a great play there, just getting the tackle and then pushing up the sidelines is for an opportunity.
The biggest change that I can see immediately for this Husson team is they're applying pressure and fast. But here's the Beacons going the other way. Good shot there, but it's going to go wide.
Yeah, what were you saying about Husson is, yeah, they've really been looking to push the attack a lot more. Their counterattack has been very good so far.
Nolt taking her space again. Harriman just whiffs on the pass. So Sullivan will have it. More pressure on the back line. Cappy Tenecos dumps it off to Ortiz, who's going to get double teamed. Cappy Tenecos will have it again, but Aviola's there, so she'll boot it away as fast as possible, where Nolt will pick it up. Nolt trying to find someone. Both back lines just trying to find an offensive player and quick, but it's been no go. The midfield hasn't been as effective as we saw in the first half. Buddy Meyer to Higgins. Higgins wants Lambert on the far wing. Knocked down by Marshall. Lindsey Reed picks it up. Lindsey Reed's got pressure on her, so she'll dump it back to Higgins. This one's going to switch over to Donahue.
Looks like UMass Boston's putting on more of a trap here, and just in this.
Harriman to Russell, skies it over. That one is in the softball parking lot.
Yeah, like what I was saying, they looked like they were putting on more of a trap. I haven't seen them been too aggressive, at least so far.
Aviola, quick pressure on Sullivan. Lambert, quick pressure on Marshall. Good two-touch passing. And it will be a foul on Tarbox, who tugged the jersey of Marshall.
We see Husson continuing to be aggressive throughout. That's all they've been doing this entire game is aggressive.
Sullivan, big kick here. Donahue going to miss the first one. Kendra's there to pick it up. Nolt, excuse me. And that one's going to be a foul, it looks like, on Salato. Ref explaining the call, and Nolt will take the free kick quickly. She'll find Harriman. It'll be a handball by, I believe, Williamson had the handball.
I believe that's the first handball they've called this entire game.
I think there's been a couple questionable ones, though. I think refs let a couple ones go by, just saying it's natural movement. But this one, Nolt, this is a dangerous opportunity for Nolt. She has a leg. It's going to be a weird-looking kick here. Harriman. Buddy Meyer just couldn't get it.
That was a great opportunity.
Yeah, Harriman wasn't going for goal, just trying to redeflect it to someone's foot. Buddy Meyer was there, just couldn't get it. Katie Benson will come on for Higgins.
If she had a better foot on the ball, that could have been real dangerous for Husson.
Hallihan will come on for Williamson. Harriman, quick pressure on the back line. Sullivan's going to get around it. Now here comes Aviola trying to cut her off. Great job by Nolt not allowing a turn, but it does allow a pass. Rivera to Shalmo. Shalmo just too big of a touch, and Nolt is there.
Nault shut that one down quickly.
Yeah, she's had a great defensive game so far. Really great defensive first 15 of this second half. Nault versus Shalmo. Great slide tackle there. Will force a corner. Shalmo will take this one. Husson's done good defending them so far. Shalmo will actually will be with Cotter in the corner. It'll be a quick corner taken. Cotter back to Shalmo. Shalmo's got all the time in the world. She's going to take a shot. It's just going to go a little bit wide. A threatening opportunity. Shalmo takes the shot just at the corner of the box.
It's a good play call there on that corner kick. Just a little bit of back and forth, not going all the way on the crosser. And giving it to Shalmo. You know she can do dangerous things with the ball.
Tarbox comes off. Mullins goes in. Katie Benson in the corner. She finds Russell, who finds Buddy Meyer. Back to Russell. To Benson. Benson looks like she wants to swing it, but she'll find Mullins in the middle. To Buddy Meyer. Buddy Meyer trying to force a through ball. Aviola's going to cut through the defense. She might get there. She won't. Cappy Tenakos was there to give it back to O'Donnell, who just punts it away. Benson wins the first ball. Nault's going to volley the second. Rivera's going to be there to intercept it. Good play by Reed to shut down the Rivera chance. Reed, quick throw into Mullins. To Donahue. That one skips off a defender. Harriman can't get there. Donahue with Shalmo on her back. She'll just boot it away. Shalmo jumps out of the ball path, making it a Husson. They're actually going to call Shalmo offsides.
That'd be the 6th offside of the game for the Beacons.
I believe the 4th or 3rd one at least on Shalmo. Nault to Benson. Benson trying to force something. Great ball to Harriman. O'Donnell is going to come way out of her line to pick it up.
And that was the right aggressive move by O'Donnell. As if she wasn't there, then it was easily a scoring opportunity there for the Eagles.
Rivera for Boston has seemed to play a little bit of every position so far. Listed as a midfielder, but I feel like I've seen her all over the pitch. She's been playing a little bit of offense, a little bit of defense, and a lot of on this wing, but she's played a little bit of midfield as well. Just through the middle of the field. Benson gets it. She's got time. She'll find Donahue. Donahue. Last time she looked for Aviola on a through ball. This time she'll find Mullins right to her feet. This one, Lambert is there. Little collision, but O'Donnell will get the ball.
She has caught the ball quite a few times in the second half, as she's been real aggressive out of her net.
Again, hasn't really been challenged, but she's reading the game so well that she hasn't had the opportunity to be challenged much. Lambert just going to kick it far and away. It'll be a goal kick for the Beacons. Aviola and Harriman on a high press.
Yeah, the Eagles will be looking to forecheck and be aggressive as they're down 1 goal in this game.
Cappy Tenakos with Aviola applying pressure. Salato gets it away. Nault will pick it up. Shalmo's on her back. She just gives it back to Weigler. Weigler far out of the 18. Looking for someone. She'll find Mullins. Mullins trying to find somewhere to go with it, but she'll actually win the ball back, and Buddy Meyer will get it on the end line. Trying to find Mullins on a run, but it's just going to go off of Mullins' feet, and it will be a reset for the Beacons.
It was a nice little give and go opportunity there. Just didn't work out. It hit off her foot.
Julia Walsh, who started this game, will come back in for OTs on the far defensive end.
And Ortiz, she's had a pretty good game so far, defensively and offensively. We said her name quite a few times in this game.
Riley Speed and Addison Clark will both check in for the Eagles. Throw-in comes for Husson. Aviola trying to find Harriman. Sullivan is going to shield it off just enough for O'Connell, excuse me, to get there. Boot goes to the sideline. Speed will get her first touch of the game. It was quite a good one off the punt, but Boston will get possession back. Marshall, Cotter, Rivera. Good step by Donahue just to disrupt it. Now Russell will get it. Russell, neat little turn in the midfield. Harriman to Speed. Speed finds Donahue back. Donahue had no other choice but to boot it out and let the defense reset with the Shalmo pressure on her.
Yeah, the Eagles were just trying to get some movement there in the midfield, and they were creating the passes, just went out of bounds.
Rivera off the throw in, just a missed kick, and it will be a Husson throw in now. Donahue takes the space the ref gives her. Harriman skims it off the head. Trying to find something. Salato in the middle to Rivera. Rivera's got plenty of speed. She's going to try to use it. Donahue trying to recover. She does recover, and it will be a corner for the Beacons.
Yeah, great back check there, as she had plenty of space to work with, and then Husson just shutting that one down.
Donahue with a great slide tackle, disrupting the play. Another dangerous corner opportunity here. This time Mullins will stay on Cotter as she goes to the end line. This one will come in. Nolt's there. Mullins will take it, and she'll have tons of green grass in front of her, but she'll give it up to give it to Aviola. Aviola will force it out of Marshall. It'll be a quick throw-in attempt. Trying to find Mullins. Cotter's there. Now will be another throw-in.
Husson look at bring it up quickly as they have the advantage here in their zone.
Settled by Mullins. That one's going to go out for a Boston throw-in.
Yeah, UMass Boston playing a ton of pressure there, and they get rewarded with the throw-in.
Marshall with the throw-in. Speed's going to win the first one. Reed on the second. That one's out for Husson throw-in. Oh, actually, UMass throw-in, referee says. He's got a better angle than I do. Marshall trying to find Shalmo. Shalmo is going to stop in her tracks. Looked like she got poked in the eye by Donahue. No call, so play goes on.
And Husson continuing to be aggressive, as we just show it there, just stopping UMass Boston.
Shalmo occupying the midfield now, hasn't taken a running stride since.
Yeah, Shalmo does look a little bit shaken up, but she looks to be fine now, I think.
Benson finds Knoll. Eagles got to get something working here. 22 minutes remaining. They're down by 1. Harriman trying to find speed. Great defense. Aviola with a big push off on Bonnie. Beacons are up. They want a card. Can't blame them. That will be Aviola's 8th foul of the game, and that was a hard one.
Yeah, 5 fouls in the first half, 3 in this one. Just not staying disciplined at all. No card yet, but with the way she's playing, she might get one.
Normally 2 or 3 hard fouls, and they'll show the card. Aviola's gotten away with a couple so far. Not been talked to yet by the referee. Shalmo, a little scoop pass to Rivera. Speed's going to get there. I believe that's going to go off of Rivera, and it'll be a goal kick.
Yeah, we're just almost halfway through the second half. We'll see. Nobody's scored yet, and we'll see if one team will pull away or one team decide to come back. It's been a lot of back and forth, but I've seen Husson have the ball a little bit more this half.
And we will get a card. No, I believe he takes his card out of his pocket. Originally, it looked like he was going for it. Calling Bonnie back to him, though.
I think that was just a common foul, I believe.
Oh, he is reaching for the pocket again. It will be a yellow on Bonnie.
So that's the first yellow card of the game.
Ref finally taking notice after Bonnie complained heavily about the last foul on Aviola, that this game might be getting a little bit too physical for his liking. So he writes number 8 in his book, and Nolt will take the free kick.
I will say the refs have been letting the aggressive play go on, but I guess he had enough and didn't decide to give out the card.
Nolt up and over the wall. That one's going to skip off ahead. Not really sure which one that goes off of. We'll see who the ref says. They're going to call it a corner. Husson has an opportunity now to tie up this game on a dangerous opportunity. But the Beacons have been good at defending these today. Speed will take it. Takes it to the back corner. No one's there. Harriman's trying to get to the second ball. Marshall falls. Bonnie gets there. And now it's 1-0. Shalmo with Benson. Shalmo looking for a hat trick. Gets Benson spinning. Gets Shalmo. Open look. Over. Shalmo with a great chance. Had Benson twisting.
Yeah, Shalmo putting on the dribble work and almost had herself the hat trick. It just goes a little bit wide. But great try for the UMass Boston Beacons.
Benson with it now. Looking to go the other way with it. She'll send it to the corner. That one's going to go long. And it'll be a Beacons throw-in. Capitanecos will take it. Coach Zombeck is not happy on the Beacon sideline right now. He's had a sub waiting for a couple minutes now that she is not being allowed to come in. Don't know if the refs just haven't seen her. Aviola trying to find Harriman, just tad too long. O'Connell will get it with ease.
Husson working to get those through balls into the zone. They have been trying a little bit.
Aviola, hard foul on her. Slowly gets up, but it will be a dangerous free kick opportunity for the Eagles.
Yeah, she looks a little bit shaken up. That was a hard hit to the ground. Yeah. Big scoring opportunity, big free kick here for the Eagles.
It'll be a 4-person wall for Boston. O'Connell's commanding it. Sullivan looks like she's going to try to stand. Having trouble figuring out the wall right now. Aviola's going to take it just a little bit too high.
That was a very good try. Unfortunately, it just goes a little bit high.
Looks like Coach Dennis Mullins is going to revamp the upper workings of his attack crew. Addie Lasley will come in with Devin St. Louis, Kate Harriman, and I believe Addison Clark coming out. Ortiz is going to check in back on defense for Boston. Capitanecos trying to find somewhere to go with it. Finds Russell in the midfield, but it's just going to go out of bounds. Husson gets the ball back on the throw-in.
I've seen a hard time. UMass have a hard time getting some of those easier passes through. I think Husson's defense is really getting to them in the second half.
Lindsay Reed has done a great job at winning battles in the midfield since she's come onto the game late in the first half. Lasley trying to make an impact off the bench. That ball is going to go off of Bonnie. It's going to be another Husson throw-in. Kenzie Lambert will come in for Riley Speed.
Lambert's had an impactful game so far. We've seen her run up that right side of the wing multiple times in this match. She has been creating a lot of the offense for the Eagles.
Amanda Reagan checks in for Boston. Someone who's only played 82 minutes, but has appeared in 5 games. Not a lot of minutes, but she has appeared in now over half the games. Finds Lasley, finds Russell. Russell, quick shot. O'Connell knows the limits, and she'll take the goal kick.
Yeah, Lasley with a great little touch pass there to Lindsey Russell, and could have been quite the opportunity there had Husson scored.
Sullivan will take this free kick. Goal kick, excuse me. She'll take it to Cotter. Cotter finds Donahue, who plays it off her head. Hard foul there. Not sure who that was who went down, but they will call the foul.
That was St. Louis.
I believe St. Louis went down initially. She got back up under her own power and is running away from the spot. But it will be another free kick for the Beacons. Bonnie with it. Bonnie trying to go right for the middle. Trying to find Shalmo. Husson's going to defense. Stands strong. And clears it out. Cotter in the midfield. Russell's on her. Cotter falls. Nolt's right there to end the threat. Now it's Aviola the other way. She'll wait for some help. Good defensive play by Bonnie. Lasley was hoping for a misplay by Sullivan, but we have not seen her miss one yet. Lasley trying to get there, but O'Connell will end the threat.
O'Connell came all the way out for that ball. That was a good job by her. As she looks like she's just going to kick it.
Punts it away, she does. Ball hits the ground. Nolt controls it. She's going to give it off to Reed. Reed with a spin. Tried to find Aviola, but she just seems a little bit gassed at the moment. So St. Louis is going to take lead, but Bonnie's going to be there. St. Louis looks like she touched it last. It's going to be a goal kick.
Yeah, like you said with Aviola, she does look a little bit exhausted, tired out there.
Under 15 to go. Husson needs 1 to tie. But this Beacons defense has stood strong so far. Lambert applying pressure on Ortiz. Lambert is going to win the throw-in for the Eagles. She'll find the feet of Lasley, but Sullivan's there to take it away quickly. Nolt pokes it away from Shalmo. Finds Reagan. Reagan gives it off to Benson. Benson cuts back towards the sideline. Gives it away to Nolt. Nolt back to Weigler. Shalmo coming quickly, so she'll just give it back to Nolt.
Yeah, Shalmo being very aggressive there, making Weigler just quick kick.
Donahue with it. Donahue looks up, trying to find something. She'll find Mullins. Cotter's there to intercept the pass. Here comes Reagan the other way. She'll try to force a through ball for Walsh, but Weigler is right there, and she wants to move quickly. Throwing it in, trying to find St. Louis. Salato is there.
With 13 minutes left, Hudson's going to have to look to be all aggressive.
Here's Rivera. Rivera takes a touch towards the sideline. Shot on Weigler, but turned away.
Weigler with the incredible save there, just in point-blank range, and she just hits off her leg and out. Great play there.
Coach Mullen saw the same thing we did, so Charles will come in for Aviola up top. Charles may be coming off the bench, but she creates a lot of offense. 6 in NCAA in goals. I believe that is Christian College down in that she transferred from called Regent. That one turned away again, and it will be a goal kick. Charles doesn't have a stat in the goals or assist department yet, but she just couldn't. In that Thomas game, if anybody was watching, she just kept generating something. She was always the pass to the assist or got a shot on net. Just doing a lot for the team. Be a throw in for the Beacons. Marshall trying to find Walsh. Sophia Mullins with it. Gives it up. Here's Charles now. Trying to find Lasley on the run. Ball deflects. It will be Russell with it. Who's going to find St. Louis, who's making the run. St. Louis stops. Good play by, I believe, Marshall. And in that threat, and it will be a foul. They're going to call a drop ball, I believe.
Yeah, that UMass Boston defense has been looking strong this entire game, but especially in the second half. Husson with the opportunities, just they haven't found their way to just being aggressive all throughout.
Drop ball taken. Husson trying to find something to go with it. St. Louis in the box, mistouched. Salato gives it up. Benson takes it. St. Louis turns to the midfield, looking for her options. Charles, one touch, trying to find Lasley. One by Bonnie. This defense for the Beacons has held strong for these first 35 minutes.
They have, but so has Husson's. They have not let up any opportunities themselves either. I know UMass scored twice in the first half, but they haven't had anything since.
Weigler has to give it up quickly. It's going to result in Mullins giving it after it pinballs around off a couple bodies. Here's Rivera in the midfield. Mullins ends her threat. Russell trying to force something. Sullivan just going to boot it towards Weigler, who will pick it up. She wants to punt it, calling everybody up. Punt comes, looking for Lasley. Cotter's going to win it in the midfield, though, so it's going to be a Benson and Walsh battle. Cotter picks it back up. Over to Walsh. Walsh, long cross in. Weigler might struggle with this one on top of the net. From our angle, it looked like it might go in.
Yeah, from our angle, it certainly could have looked like it went in. It just hit right on top of the net.
Cappy Tenakos will come back in for Reagan, and they'll add her back to the back line, creating almost like a six-woman front on the back line. Cotter playing deep defensive midfield. Tarbox also subbing back in. Benson with it, looking for her options. She'll find the other team. She'll find Cotter. Salato gets past Benson. Salato with a shot, saved by Weigler. Shalmo almost got it. Tarbox is going to have it. She'll have to clear it quickly. She's got pressure.
And that was a nice athletic save there from Weigler. Just
that one. Tarbox with it now. Husson's got to push quickly with only 10 minutes remaining in this game. Got to find a way to crack this defense. Tarbox and Donahue were lost there. But Tarbox, I guess, knew what she was doing. It was offsides. I thought for a moment she was just miscommunicating, got lost. It was going to be a chance for Rivera.
once again, another offside for the Beacons. I know they're winning in this game, but countless offsides so far.
Donahue to Benson. Benson looking for something. Benson wants the flag for St. Louis, just a miscommunication because St. Louis was going the other way.
Just the Beacons being very aggressive, not getting any calls right now. The refs are letting them play on.
Beacons with it, trying to kill as much time as possible. Cut back by Walsh. Marshall with it, blocked by Lasley. Going back, Cappy Tenakos, she'll just clear it out. Be a throw-in for the Eagles. Actually, they're going to say it was off of Lasley, so it's going to be a throw-in for the Beacons. Salato in the midfield. Lambert's going to pick it off. Trying to find Lasley, but Sullivan's there. This back line has just been ruthless.
Yeah, Husson hasn't found a way to get through at all.
Here's Shalmo. She might have a chance, but Null's going to be there. Scoop up the trash.
With 7 minutes left, Husson's got to be like all out aggressive. They got to be all in. They've got to push for offense on every single drive.
And they're going to try to do that now. They're going to sub in Natalie Aviola, 4th highest goal scorer in program history, for Reed.
Yeah, and having Aviola out there will certainly help you score a goal.
Rivera, who's generated a lot of offense for the Beacons, will come off for McKenna Hallihan. Throw-in goes backwards. It's going to go to Marshall. Lasley applying pressure. Another Beacons throw.
Yeah, Husson's doing a good job at just playing defense, not letting them get too far away, but eventually they're going to have to find a way to push up instead of just playing all defense.
Oh, ball gets lost off of Weigler there. Flag goes up. Didn't think it was offsides. They wanted Weigler to go quickly now. Benson. Got Walsh on her. She's trying to find a long ball. Trying to find Lasley. Lasley applying pressure on Cappy Tenekos. Walsh back with it. Lasley comes sliding in. She'll get the ball. No call. Just trying to long ball it right now. It's just not been working. This back line's holding strong. Ball goes over Benson's head. Walsh will have it. To Shalmo. Shalmo on Knoll. Shalmo with a shot off the crossbar. Donahue cleans it up. Lambert has it on the corner. Gives it to Tarbox. Tarbox trying to spin. Knocks over Cotter. Lambert trying to find somewhere to go with it. But I believe Hallihan will hit the ground.
Crossbar for Shalmo. That could have sealed the game for the Beacons. And we play on.
Matter of inches down. And this game would have been over for the last 5 minutes.
And give credit to the Eagles, too, as the Beacons had a great chance of putting that rebound in, and they just played good defense and cleared it away.
Free kick for the Beacon. Shalmo will take it right to the corner. She's going to try to kill time with it. And it's going to be out for a throw-in. Just killing time with it now. They'll call Hallihan to throw it in after she was already set up in the box.
And for Husson, time is not on their side right now. They want that ball to come out quickly. They don't want long throw-ins or long kicks.
We highlighted the Husson counterattack. It's got to work quickly. But it's going to be tough with the long ball. They got 2 offensive players up, and the Beacons have 5 defensive players back. And their defense has been tough all day long.
And when you're up, all you got to do is defend the lead. There's really not much you have to do. You don't have to score a goal to go ahead or tie it up. They just have to play defense from here on out, and Husson's got to find a way to break it.
Benson turns it over, but Husson will get it back. Lambert with a cut. Gets past Bonnie. Cappy Tenekos is there to clean it up.
Yeah, that was a good clear by Capitanakos.
Charles, good touch. Trying to find somewhere to go with it. She's going to the sideline. She'll drop it off. Here's Lambert now. Lambert finds Knoll. 4 minutes remaining. Here's St. Louis. Benson trying to cross it in. He's going to find the head of Cotter. Beacons will get possession, but Knoll wins the second ball. Walsh wins the third ball, however, and they'll just boot it away, forcing Husson to regroup. Donahue trying to go along with it. It's not working. Tarbox with it in the midfield, trying to put it past Bonnie, and Tarbox will get called for the foul.
Yeah, a little push there. Not not very good for the Eagles.
Georgia Bonnie on a yellow card. Went after Tarbox, giving her an earful. Ref giving her another warning here. Ball goes long. Tarbox will get it. Cotter's right on her. Cotter with a big turnover there. Hallahan will have it in the corner. She'll just wait for pressure to come because she's trying to kill time. Donahue finally realizes that she's trying to force it out. Ball's going to go out for a Husson throw-in, I believe.
They've got Buddy Meyer coming back in for Husson.
Buddy Meyer for Lasley. They're going to try to possess the midfield more, it looks like, with only St. Louis up top now. A couple subs for the Beacons as well in the midfield. Aviola, nice touch around him. Going to take some space. Going to take the sideline now. He's trying to find Charles. Ortiz is going to cut Charles off, and they're just going to shove it out for a throw-in. Charles is going to try to take it quickly. She'll find the feet of Aviola. Aviola trying to get past Beacon defender. Gives it to Charles. Charles gets pushed down, and they'll call it a corner as it guess it takes a deflection. Charles will take it. Looking for someone. Everybody's going to go in. Charles finds Tarbox. Tarbox, touch around. Tarbox trying to keep it up. Here's Nolt, blocked by Sullivan. Charles puts it back in the box. Williams misses it. Hallahan gets it out. Shalmo and Benson going at it for the ball. Shalmo hits the ground. Benson hits the ground. Shalmo takes it. Shalmo's just going to boot it. Clock's going to stop. Yellow card's going to be shown to Shalmo after she boots it the length of the field.
Now 2 yellow cards for Beacons.
Yellow card issued to UMass Boston's number 12.
Too aggressive. Shalmo's just too aggressive there. As she was going one-on-one, just a little bit too much of a push.
Kaylee Nolt's going to take it. She's dangerous from this position. Her leg can reach the goal. Husson's going to try this set piece. They got everybody up, but everybody's back for UMass as well. 1:44 remaining once this ball kicks off. It goes long. It's going to be out for a corner. Everybody's moving up again. Weigler's the lone defender back, and she's at the Husson logo in the midfield. She's going to play defense instead of goalie now. Tarbox with it. I believe St. Louis took a shot, but it went well wide.
Yeah, Husson with a few corner opportunities and good tries on both of them, but that UMass Boston defense just coming up with stops over and over again.
1 minute remaining now. Donahue loses the ball to Hallahan. Hallahan trying to give it to Shalmo. Nolt and Shalmo going to go at it again. Nolt's going to win the battle, gives it off to Weigler. Weigler trying to find Tarbox. Husson's going to get the possession in the midfield. Williams is going to pick it up for the Beacons. Aviola, no foul will be called.
She's going to let him play on.
Benson, 35 seconds remaining now. Benson off of Williams. Trying to find a ball quickly. 25 seconds remaining. Charles, stopped by Capitanecos. Capitanecos gives it to Walsh, and that should do it. 15 seconds remaining. Husson's got to go the length of the field here. By the time they get the ball, it's only going to be 10 seconds remaining. Here's Nolt. Throwing it in. Charles. Tarbox. He's going to have to take a shot from way out. Trying to cut towards the midfield. That's going to do it. Beacons win a close, hard-fought match in a game that we thought was going to be defensive stand was so in the second half. Owen, what do you have to say?
That UMass Boston defense just easily won them that game, as we saw Husson only have 1 goal, but looked very, very quiet in that second half, as they had a couple opportunities, but honestly, that Beacons defense just came away with most of those possessions.
Yeah, this Beacons team is going to be a problem for years to come. A lot of freshmen that made a huge impact on this game today. Shalmo being the lone goal scorer, but she had 2 of them. That was enough to give the UMass Boston Beacons the win.
Husson, they tried their best. They played very solid defense in that second half too, but unfortunately they just couldn't pull it out. And UMass Boston goes to 6-1-3 on the year, and Husson will go to 3-5-0.
Husson will be back here on Tuesday for actually a NESCOM Productions broadcast against the University of Maine Presque Isle on October 1st. They'll kick off at 7:30. But until then, from Caden Trenwith and Owen Snow, this has been the Husson Eagles Sports Network. Everybody have a great day.